know. No, just let me go. Just let me do the show. Okay. Hi. Welcome to the Perfect Podcast Show. Everything's fine here in my little dungeon captured area, whatever you want to call it, in this hidden room that I'm stuck in. This is the Perfect Podcast Show on the USA Global TV Radio Network. I'm your host, Keith, and I am indeed trapped in a room in the middle of nowhere with the challenge of trying to do the most perfect podcast show, and I can't leave until I can do it. So I'm hoping this episode is the one that's going to be perfect. You know, I've tried many times to make a perfect podcast, but what is perfect? What is perfection? One person might think it's one thing, another person thinks it's another thing. I guess it's these people who have captured me here. A little backstory in case you missed it. I was listening to some podcasts, watching some YouTube shows, and going like, what? Man, I can do a better job than this. I can make a perfect show. And then, someone overheard me and it was like, okay, I challenge you to do the perfect show. And I would lock you in a room until you do it. And until you make the perfect show, you can't leave. What do I get out of it? I'm still not sure. Is it money? Is it recognition? Is it just being able to say I did a perfect episode? I'm waiting for them to tell me, but maybe someday they will, because they're right behind me and you can't see what's going on over there outside of the view of this camera. Well, anyways, we have a phone number set up at the Perfect Podcast Show, and you would think, oh, hey, if there's a phone number, that means there's a phone. Why don't I just call for help and get saved? Because I can't, because it's only incoming calls. I can't make any outgoing calls, and I don't even have access to the phone. But you do. You have access to a phone, so call and leave a message and give me tips, pointers, helpful hints of how to make a perfect podcast so I can get out of here. We have a number of calls that have come in, so we're going to listen to one of those calls at this moment now. Hi there. Thanks for calling the Perfect Podcast Show. Leave your message and we'll play it on the air. How was that? Does that work?
It's me, Charlize. I know I normally don't do stuff like this, but I just couldn't help it. I love the Perfect Podcast Show. I listen all the time. It's some great stuff. Maybe I can be in your movie. Wait, this isn't a movie but a podcast. Never mind then. Not wasting my time with that.
Again, the phone number is here so you can give tips to help out. Why people are just calling and saying whatever they want, I don't understand. But please just call the number right there that you see on the screen. Yes, and I know there's a screen, and podcasts usually don't have screens, but this is a podcast that has a video element, so maybe it's a vodcast or videocast or just video show. But again, I had to pay out of my own pocket for these signs hanging up over there, and I'm not changing them. They say podcast, not poocast. They say podcast because that's what this is. So call, leave a message, give me tips, not on the signs, but how to make the perfect show, and just everything will be better. Just call, give helpful tips. Okay, that's great. You know what? We're just gonna go to an ad. Let's just go to an ad. This episode of the Perfect Podcast Show is sponsored by... Well, greetings. It's me, Ash Waganda, the host of the Ash, Why Don't You Listen to My podcast show, hosted by me, Ash Waganda. Ah, yes, and my show is all about taking a moment. In life, we are stressed, and there are millions of things going on all day long. But with me, Ash Waganda, and the Ash, Why Don't You Watch My podcast show, we take a moment to stop doing those millions and billions of things, but just enjoy the moment as it is. And that's what we do on my show. We let go of the millions and billions and trillions of things going on in our lives, and we just relax into the moment, like this moment now. Right now, there's no millions or billions or trillions or quadrillions of billions and trillions and zillions of things going on, but just Now, here with me, Ash Waganda. So won't you please enjoy my offering of the Ash Why Don't You Listen to My podcast show hosted by me, Ash Waganda. Have a good day and try not to let the billions and millions and trillions and gazillions and willions and billions and lillions and millions and killions and tillions and sillions. Thank you to that ad. I just want to take this moment now before we welcome our guest to apologize to you, the viewer. I was frustrated at the beginning of the show because of an incident that happened before we started recording that I am not at liberty to say what it was, and I feel like I brought that energy into the show. I'm not upset at you for watching or listening. I'm upset at the situation. So I just want to apologize if I seem short or irritable. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be making the podcast because I want it to be perfect. And if I, start the podcast on a bad foot or a bad ear, because there's no feet in podcasts. Anyways, if I started off poorly, then it's not going to be perfect. So maybe we can just put all that a little bit intro and everything behind us and have a great show for the rest of this episode. That's what I think. I'm just gonna believe it to be true that this one is gonna be perfect. I think this one's gonna be perfect. You know what? Yeah. I'm changing my perspective and I feel really good about this one because my guest today on the Perfect Podcast Show, you might have seen him at your local watering hole, also called a bar, also called a tavern. Some people call it a public house. It's a place where you get drinks. He is known in that community all over the place, all over the country, all over the world, perhaps? I don't know. He's known. Please welcome to the Perfect Podcast Show, the one, the only, the legend, the man himself. Please welcome Roy. Oh, welcome to the Perfect Podcast Show, Roy. Wow, so happy to have you here. It's just tough to get you locked in. Like your schedule's so busy. But I was like, we gotta have the legendary Roy on the show.
Yeah, I know. I'm a busy guy, is what everyone calls me around here. So, yeah, no, I just been, I'm in Kentucky now, so I've been helping my cousin out with some things, and yeah, I just kind of set up camp, and just been busy. So.
Wow, it sounds like it. I mean, every time I hear from Roy, you're always in a different state. You were in Kansas, and then you're in Tennessee, and then you were in Ohio, Alaska.
Yeah.
And now you're Kentucky. All right.
Yeah, I'm nomading around. I feel like it's the free life, and when you're busy, there's a lot of places to be. So that explains that.
That's right. When you're busy, there is a lot of places to be. So everyone, is this where you're living right now in Kentucky? Is that your cousin's place?
Oh no. She's across, the river. I just say I'm basically in her backyard because I can't really afford that area. So just real close,
Okay, so that's your
Indiana.
Oh,
but
so
it's right across the rivers, Kentucky.
Oh, okay, so you can see Kentucky, but you're actually in Indiana.
Yes, that's where I could. Is it more affordable living over here?
Okay, and that's your place right there behind you, number 10.
Well, I rent it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a rental. So.
Yeah, you're a nomad. You can't buy a place. And did it come with a guitar and statue of I think that's Mary?
Yeah, the statue, yes. The guitar's mine.
Oh, that's yours.
Yeah. I've been dabbling in the little Led Zeppelin.
Wow, you're dabbling in some difficult music there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, difficult for you maybe, but pretty much a cakewalk.
Wow, can you play something for us?
Well, not right now, cause my roommate's sleeping.
Oh, you got a roommate too in there. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
The rental came with another person.
Wow. Is it like how many rooms are in that home?
Well, there's just one. but the couch actually folds out to a bed. So
Okay.
that's mi casa.
That's you're on the fold out. Okay. That's nice.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
it's a
probably
good thing.
yeah. I was gonna
Good
say
rate.
it's got to be a good deal if it's a one room and you're on the couch. It's got to be saving you a lot of money.
Oh yeah, I'd say I'm packed in my pockets full of money right
Oh, it doesn't look like your pockets were what was packed when you stood up, though.
now. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
it
you.
looked yeah like something
I just
else.
told that.
Yeah, that's so like I'm just curious. Your neighbors there, like your place, not your place, but the rental, like is a little disheveled. There's like it looks like the blinds are messed up. It looks like the other side, the window's out completely. But your neighbors have a very nice window, very nice place. Like, what are they like next door?
Yeah, they're just a bunch of stuck ups, is what they are.
Oh,
They're
okay.
stuck up. Yeah, they've been here for a long time. They're like 80 something, and they're just
Oh.
stuck up. I try to be nice. I try to play my guitar for them, and they yell things like "shut up" and "you suck," which is crazy
That's not
because Led
nice.
Zeppelin didn't suck. I know. So yeah, no. Knuckles, he's got a lot of work to do,
That's your
but
roommate?
yeah, that's
Oh,
my roommate. He just got out of prison, so he's
okay.
got a lot of work to do, but he's got a good heart.
Yeah, I mean, it's good you get along with your roommate, and too bad about the stuck up neighbors. I did also, when you leaned over, I noticed the car, the truck right there. Is that Knuckles or is that yours?
Oh, we don't know whose that is.
Oh, it's
It
just
was
there.
apparently it was just there when he got here. So we use it now. For usually recordings, I've been trying to record my songs, so I get in there and use it kind of like a booth.
Wow,
Yeah,
like
it
a
doesn't
vocal, but
move.
it doesn't move. Yeah,
No, it
that's
don't. The front wheels are gone, all
okay.
gone. I don't never
Wow,
saw them when I got here, so
wow,
yeah.
that's. I mean, in a way, you could just sleep in there, but I mean, it's amazing. It's a booth.
Yeah, but then I'd be kind of homeless, Keith, and I'm not into that.
That's
Okay, I
right.
have
Yeah,
a
that's true.
house.
If you sleep in
Yeah,
the car,
so
I guess, yeah. So that's, I mean,
uh,
really, like, the thing about Roy is, like, Roy, most people don't say this, but I've noticed it. Roy's pretty humble. You're dabbling with guitar, playing Led Zeppelin, but really, you're recording an album? Is that what you're saying?
listen, it hasn't been announced yet,
Wow.
but see, mi amigo. Okay, so yes, I am
Wow.
in the process of my new album. So
Wow. And is it just Led Zeppelin covers or can you tell us a little bit what's on? This is so excited. I like wow, you're Roy's recording an album. Oh my god.
yeah, thank you. I can't tell you too much, but it's definitely got some covers in there, and it's also got some hybrids of my own original songs
Whoa.
with the Led Zeppelin kind of feels, like a tone, a shift. And it's just about my travels, all my states, and the
Wow.
being the nomad. So
Wow. Just
yeah.
was that the name of the album? Being the Nomad?
Oh
I,
shit.
hey, we won't say
Okay.
anything if it's we can't leak it yet,
Bleep
but
that out.
okay.
Bleep that out, because that
We'll
is a surprise. My
we are
fans.
we are live, so we can't bleep it out, but we just won't talk about it anymore and people maybe will forget it. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's not the name.
okay. Of what? I don't even know what you're talking about. I mean, we can talk about the album, we just can't talk about the name. So you have an album, we don't know the title. It has hybrid Led Zeppelin songs, but is it just you ripping off Led Zeppelin, or it's like just inspired by the vibe of Led Zeppelin?
Excuse me. We don't say that around here.
Vibe
Okay?
or rip off?
Rip off.
Okay,
Well, no, it's a tribute, I would say. It's more of a tribute.
okay, a
Yeah.
tribute.
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, huge. I mean, is it just all of Led Zeppelin you're a fan, or like specifically one of the members?
Just all of Led Zeppelin.
All of them. Wow, that's
I
amazing.
do like Robert Plant a lot because
Yeah,
that's who I kind of try to look like, I would say.
I could see it. I
And
think.
everyone knows I look like him in certain other reasons.
Yeah, there's your packing again. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, Robert Plant. I don't know if he ever had a mustache, but I mean that's a Roy like characteristic. What's the word I'm looking for? Trademark. There it is.
I've tried to shave it. It grows back within like 5 minutes.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. I don't have hair in a lot of other places that I can't grow it. It's like it all went there.
Wow, that's amazing. So you love Robert Plant, his singing, his songwriting. What are some of the songs of Led Zeppelin that you are tributing on this new album?
Oh yeah, you know the classics.
Yeah.
You know, Stairway to Heaven.
Of course.
Okay. When the levee breaks.
Yeah, that's also another one of theirs. Yeah.
Yep. The Mountain Song.
The Mountain Song? I don't know if I know that one.
Yes. Oh, you'd love it. You'd love the Mountain Song.
Do you mean Misty Mountain Hop, or is this another song called The Mountain Song by Led Zeppelin?
No, call the Mountain Song.
Oh.
Okay, I know I'm the biggest fan ever. All right.
Yeah, you
all
are.
All of those. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So those three. Any others?
No.
It's just those three. So there's covers of Led Zeppelin. There's covers of Led Zeppelin and other songs that are tributes, not ripoffs to Led Zeppelin. Is the album only 3 songs? Or is it like you play those 3 songs and then you also do 3 original tributes that are hybrids that also are those same 3 songs?
Yes, exactly.
Wait,
yes.
which one? Yeah.
There's 3 more songs. So there's actually 9.
Okay.
There's the 3 Led Zeppelins, and then there's the 3 Led Zeppelins, but my version. And then there's a 3 that's a mystery that you can only know if you buy the album.
Okay, mystery, but it's still going to be a tribute to Led Zeppelin.
Maybe.
Okay. Maybe. Okay. Well, that's
maybe not.
Maybe not. Yeah, because we don't know the name of the album.
Yeah, but you're gonna feel like it's the best $14.99 you've ever spent. I can tell you that right now.
Okay, yeah. I mean, people usually just stream it now, but if people want to buy,
well, I can't get through to anyone over at Spotify. I've been trying to give them a call, and I can't seem to get through. So right now, it's just gonna be. I'm going to just post up over at the local Best Buy.
Okay.
And, yeah, just guerrilla style marketing, and just sell it out of the back of my truck. So,
yeah, you got tapes or CDs or like little flash drives.
CD.
Okay.
I still listen to a lot of CDs. I still got a whole case.
CDs are the records of the future, right?
I mean, exactly. They're called compact discs.
That's right.
For a reason.
Roy,
they look like UFOs.
They do kind of. Yeah. Did Roy ever have a laser disc? Remember those laser discs? They were like.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, it was
I'm not familiar.
It was like a giant CD, but it was similar to CD except the size of a record, if not bigger. They were huge. And then CDs came out and people were like, who cares about laser discs?
Oh, nope, I must have been asleep for that one.
Yeah, it was.
There was a period of time in my life I slept a lot or passed out. Whatever you want to call it.
Okay, yeah, passed. I mean, it was a couple years, so maybe. So you're here.
I'm getting a little thirsty.
Oh, what you got there?
Well, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I mean.
Do you mind?
No, go ahead. Is that a alcoholic beverage?
Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah.
Ooh, okay. What do you got there?
So this is why I'm in Kentucky, helping out my cousin because she's got this bourbon can. This is bourbon can cocktail. It's called the Bourbon Pop Star. This one's a strawberry basil. This one's my favorite.
Whoa, I was literally just gonna ask before you brought that can up. So you're there in Kentucky helping out your cousin. What are you doing? And just like that, you answered it without me even asking. So you're helping out your cousin. There's bourbon in a can. What does that even mean?
Oh man, it's gonna change your life. I'm serious. So, I was an avid Tecate, customer.
Oh yeah.
Latte, everything. And then I went down to Mexico during COVID, okay? And I was hiding out. I was running from a lot of my own skeletons, and had a lot of soul searching to do. And I went down to the sort. I went to Tecate. I was like, this is where I belong. And after drinking it, day in, day out, and there's not a lot to do there either. I was hoping to find some ladies, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I didn't find hardly any, honestly. And I was kind of hiding out, and I did a wrestle with my demons, and I healed, and it was like all of a sudden I didn't want Tecate no more. And my cousin called me up on the phone, and she said, Roy, I'm working on a new project. I could probably use your taste testing skills. And I said, well, hot damn, fly me down there or up there, and I'll go. And so, look, I know it's my cousin's brand, but this might be the best thing I've ever had. It's bourbon in a can, okay, and it's only 7%, so I can drink them all day. I drink bourbon all day.
There's so much to talk about. So you went to Mexico, Tecate. I don't even know how to say it. You went to the town where the beer is from. You drank that beer, wrestled with your demons, and look at this. That you're healing probably is what caused your cousin to think of you. And now you're here, and it's bourbon, but only 7%. How much is bourbon usually? A higher percentage, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, normally you're drinking bourbon, you're in a cocktail. It's probably like an old fashioned.
Right.
That shit is 40%.
Wow. So it's 7%. How is that? Is there just a little bit of bourbon in there, and then the can's empty?
There's about a shot and a half, and then there's about a half of they use dry vermouth, which excuse me, really just blew my mind, because normally you think with a bourbon cocktail like a Manhattan, you use sweet vermouth, right? Well, they use dry, so the end is really dry. It's delicious.
Wow.
The first part's strawberry juice, and it's real juice. They use
so that's because what is it? Pop? What is it's bourbon? What? Pop Star.
Bourbon Pop Star.
So that's the strawberry.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, if Roy says it's good, then because you got some taste buds for alcohol, and we know if you just do a search on Google for Roy, you're gonna hear a lot about drinking and the legal system.
Yes.
But because it's a low amount, it sounds like you're staying out of trouble, and you got a job. So your official job is taste testing. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, she pays me. So.
And an album coming out. Things are looking good for Roy.
I'm living the life.
Really?
I know my journey would take me here, and I'm telling you what, things are looking okay for me.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I am here trying to make the perfect podcast, and it kind of sounds like Roy has the perfect life.
No, thank you. I do. I count my blessings every day, and honestly, it's healthy, really, for me. It's healthier.
Healthier, yeah, it is, because I don't know, like drinking, like you drink water and stuff, right? And you eat food.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
But
just making sure.
I'm the taste tester, so
You gotta do it. Well, that's great. Well, like we gotta have you on when the album's about to come out, and maybe you can play something for us. But this was so great to check in with Roy and see how Roy's doing, and I'm glad you're doing well.
Hey, thank you. A wellness check from mi amigo. It means everything to me, amigo.
Amigo, yeah. Well, thanks a lot, Roy.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you later.
Okay, man. Keep cool.
Thanks for being on.
Yeah.
Wow. There he is. The legendary Roy. Thank you again for being on the show. Very exciting to hear some news coming from Roy's world. You know, new things coming out. He's got the Ponyboy and an album coming out. That's so exciting. If that is true, because, you know, Roy in the past has been known to just say things and not actually go through with them. But if that's true, we got to have Roy back to hear that. That's very exciting. So thank you, Roy, for being on the show. Don't know if this was the perfect one, but because of the, you know, the stuff I did in the beginning. But hopefully, maybe this was the perfect one. Maybe people vote. There should be a voting system that's set up, and then people can vote if it's perfect. And if people vote 100% that's perfect, then it's perfect, right? I think that's a good idea. Well, thank you for watching The Perfect Podcast Show. We're live every Tuesday at noon Pacific time. That's West Coast time, because that's where the Pacific Ocean is on this country, the United States. Pacific West Coast time, noon Tuesdays on the USA Global TV and Radio Network, live, trying to do this thing to make a perfect podcast. So thank you for watching. Thanks for the comments. And I'm going to see you next time.